What's up, everybody? Brett Mix here, Mixer Madness. Welcome to the Monday Night War, the WWF side, the 191st episode of Raw, week 63 of the Wars. It took place December the 30th, 1996, on the USA Network Live from the Knickerbocker Arena in Albany, New York. Ratings for Raw were at 1.6. Ouch. And for Nitro, 3.6. So a whole 2 over in the ratings for Nitro. 2 million more. And WCW won for the 27th straight week. So after this week's loss, the total scoreboard now is 17 wins for Raw, 44 losses, and 2 draws against Nitro in the 63 weeks. And that Raw that lost with the 1.6 rating had a 1.5 rating last week. And this week it's a 1.6. It's brought to you by Vince McMahon and Jim Ross and The King, even though The King would wrestle later against Goldust. The show opened up with the HBK Bret Hart package saying that they'll be face-to-face tonight. On Monday Night Raw. And then it opened up with a themed music after, as McMahon says that. Opening match, Jesse James and Savio Vega versus Farouk and Stone Cold. The opening shot is Farouk with the Nation of Domination. You know, that's the opening shot. It's just Farouk in there. And then all of a sudden Stone Cold comes out without his vest. And he just walks to the ring and does his attitude pose. And then all of a sudden, Double J, Jesse James, comes out singing With My Baby Tonight. And he gets to about the steps area where he's singing to the crowd. And Austin jumps him. And Austin starts brawling with Jesse James in the entranceway. Then Savio Vega runs out and takes down Austin. So Austin and Vega and then Farouk, Jesse James, they're ready for the tag team match as the bell rings. Stone Cold spears Savio in the corner. And then he runs into a high spin kick by Vega. Interesting tandems in this match. Austin gets some offense from Jesse James, a bulldog by Double J Jesse James. Austin kicks out, tags in Farouk, and then he's back body dropped. Quick lefts from Jesse James as he runs to the ropes and takes himself out. Austin takes the legs out of James, and then on the outside, Bret Hart runs to the ring to check on Double J on the outside of the ring. Bret Hart wants to team up with Vega as Double J can't continue, so when we come back from a commercial, Bret Hart's in his jeans and wrestling boots, no shirt. It would have made no sense if he came to the ring with his wrestling attire on, so I'm glad that they kept it real and made it seem like it was just a random occurrence with his jeans on, so that's a good touch. If Bret Hart's going to join the match, which he did. So Bret wants a hot tag from Savio Vega as Austin and Farouk are dominating him. Double J Jesse James has been taken out of the match. Bret Hart's the replacement. Austin with a side headlock on Vega. Vega elbows out and then exchanges rights with him as they brawl. Farouk and Austin do a good job of cutting off the ring with Savio Vega, making sure he can't tag in Bret. For the moment, anyway. Bret wanted the hot tag as Farouk rams Savio Vega's shoulders into the corner turnbuckle. Farouk and Austin continue to dominate, but when the Hitman does get the hot tag, he hits Farouk with an atomic drop, and then Austin comes in and he hits him with a side Russian leg sweep. Bret Hart had Farouk in the sharpshooter. All of a sudden, Crush came in and attacked Bret as the bell rang at a TV time of 10:24. As Bret and Vega win by DQ, or Double J and Vega, if that still counts as Double J. But Bret and Vega win by double DQ at 10:24 as Crush, who is the Nation, helped out his Nation leader Farouk. After the match, they just kept stomping on Savio, Austin, the Nation, and Crush, all beating down Bret and Vega. Then Ahmed Johnson came out with a 2x4, and Austin went like this, he just put his hands in the air, and he went left to the back. I rated the match 2 stars and a quarter as the faces win. Next, the Intercontinental Champion Hunter Hearst Helmsley took on Flash Funk. Non-title match here, though. Goldust and Marlena came from the arena concourse, and they walked down the stairs and sat in 2 chairs from the crowd. Flash with the moonsault and the near fall. Helmsley defends against Goldust at the Rumble for the IC title, but so Goldust is getting a closer look. Flash with an arm wringer, then a crossbody out of the corner to Hunter Hearst Helmsley, but he moves out of the way. Helmsley with a chop to Funk in the corner. Triple H kicks at Flash Funk in the corner and tosses him through the ropes to the floor. A spinning combo with a backwards bridge and a 2-5 Funk once he gets back into the ring, turning the offense on Helmsley. Although Triple H came back in control and went right back to work, methodically putting in a chin lock, raking the eyes of Funk, and then he puts a camel clutch on. Funk finds a way to get out of it as he gets energy from the crowd, and he gets out of this predicament, but we go to a commercial. A suplex by Helmsley as we come back from commercial, and then he drives his right knee down to Flash Funk. Funk then gets back in control, taking it to Helmsley. The King gets on the mic as a distraction, and he goes up to Goldust in the crowd, and he says, "If you're any kind of man, you'll come down here." Funk then, so he eggs him on. Funk then hits a moonsault, and Triple H kicks out. Funk was distracted with the King, and then as the referee was distracted with the King, Flash Funk went to go get Helmsley out of the ring. Helmsley was out of the side of the ring. Flash Funk went to go grab him, and Helmsley grabbed his IC title and smacked Flash Funk in the head with it behind the referee. So Triple H covered him and he got the win. I rated the match 2.5 stars as Helmsley defeats Flash Funk in a non-title match. So his IC title wasn't on the line, but he still beat him anyway. Up next, we got Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels face-to-face with Jim Ross conducting the in-ring interview. HBK comes to the ring, then Bret comes out. They both have jackets on. Shawn Michaels is wearing a dress shirt jacket. Hitman's wearing his leather jacket with jeans. HBK was set to talk first as Ross gave him the mic, but HBK said sarcastically, "Oh no, I wouldn't dare go first over the mighty legendary Hitman, not some degenerate like me." So that's something interesting. He calls himself a degenerate a full year before Bret Hart called him a degenerate when he started Generation X. So that's kind of interesting. Bret rips into Shawn's character about how he's learned nothing from his mentor, Jose Lothario, who had the class to apologize when at the Survivor Series he cost Shawn the title by getting on the apron and getting involved. And he said, "Well, Shawn, when you did it to me at In Your House It's Time versus Sid, there was no apology." He says Shawn's whole attitude is wrong. He has no class, he's a disgrace, and didn't defend the title with honor or integrity like he did. He said, even Playgirl magazine, I don't think women even buy those things. So that was a good shot to Shawn. As Bret ran down HBK, he also talked about how his kids wear his stuff, but not anymore. As Bret ran down, HBK took his jacket off like he was going to fight. Bret says all the dancing in the world isn't going to save you. He says, the next time we meet, it might be for a title, it might not be, but I will kick your ass. The fans pop. HBK says he's seen him on the road, and he sure ain't no role model. And Bret, speaking about Bret's infidelity, I'm sure. What else would it be about? Because Bret's not rude backstage, so what's else? And he's not doing drugs. So what else would he be not a role model about? So Bret went red when he said that. Sid came out with the WWF title at the end and he got involved, but then the Undertaker came out and stared at Sid, and then Vader came out and attacked the Undertaker. So a lot of star power. You got Sid, Vader, Undertaker, Shawn, and Bret all in the ring. And it just went off, and Vader and Taker brawled away. Sid and Taker go face to face before Vader attacked him. McMahon says, "You want competition? Look at this." Good build to the Rumble. Bret was leaving the ropes, and Michaels pulled up the rope to get Bret in the growing area, and then he springboard crossbody to the outside over Sid. Next up, we have the King taking on Goldust. This wasn't much of a match. They just brawled for about a minute, and then Helmsley went from commentary to go get Marlena, and Helmsley scooped Marlena up on his shoulder and walked to the back, and all of a sudden Mark Merrow came in the entranceway, and Goldust spotted what Helmsley had Marlena, so Goldust went after Marlena, even though you got Merrow here, Helmsley here with Marlena, and Goldust here. Goldust comes over. Triple H throws Marlena, sorry. Triple H is holding Marlena. He throws Marlena to Merrow. Merrow catches Marlena. Goldust goes to tackle Triple H. Triple H ducks. Goldust hits Merrow with Marlena. So Goldust takes down Merrow, who's holding Marlena, because Triple H threw Marlena to Merrow. So if that makes any sense, it's just a simpler way to say it is Goldust was going for Helmsley, who had Marlena in his hands. Goldust was going for Helmsley. Helmsley threw Marlena to Merrow, so Merrow has Marlena. Triple H ducks. Goldust hits Merrow, who has Marlena. So yeah, interesting way. I rated the match a half a star. It was an interesting end. The whole night rating, I put a 5.5 out of 10 because we had two decent matches. The Savio James Bret versus Austin Farouk match. Helmsley and Scorpio, or Flash Funk, I guess you want to call it. The Bret Shawn promo, and then that highly intelligent ending with Marlena. That's how we went off the air with Marlena hurt. So 5.5 out of 10 for this Raw. as we go into 1997 pretty soon. The Raws will get even better come then. So 5.5 out of 10 for this Raw, and we'll see you on the next one. Hit like and subscribe. I'm Brett Mix.